Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Come on.
Now, Cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work.
Go to YouTube and put in
perfection.
Hub Network Tecumseh and see.
Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Okay.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Hey, James. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I saw it just pop up
Todd
just a few
Colburn
seconds
Agency.
ago, so
Most valuable player football. Catch it all on
Yeah.
the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Okay.
Cowboys
Okay.
Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor.
Gotcha.
Cowboys Plumbing.
Maybe.
Grabbing
Well,
plumbing
it's
by the
going great
horns.
right now, so about 4.6, so it's pretty good. So.
Now, Cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their
Cool.
work.
All right, good deal. All right, we'll watch you later. All right, thanks.
Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs.
Hello? Yes,
We may
okay,
not
sorry, I
show
was
up
on the other
a
line.
horse,
So you're here?
We'll take your plumbing by the horns.
Okay, are you coming to the press box?
Cowboys Plumbing.
Is it? Say it again?
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway.
You were what?
At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an
School
honest
bus?
and respectful manner.
You need to be
We
at a
offer
football
wide
field,
range
the
of
SNU
services,
football
including
field,
x-rays,
and the
physicals,
press box
drug
on the
screens,
home side.
occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at
Like a what?
immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better,
cage?
faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable
So
player
can you see
football.
the
Catch it all on
football
Hub
field and the
Network
press box?
Tecumseh Facebook page.
Okay, so just come to the press box on the home side. Yes, you're supposed to deliver it to the press box up at the very top.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub
I'm sorry?
Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing.
You don't see the what?
Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Oh, okay.
Now, Cowboys have a particular
Tell them
way
you're just
of
coming in
doing
to deliver
things.
pizza and then you're leaving.
They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he
good?
performs. Now, we may not show up on
He's
a
going to
horse,
find out what?
but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys
He
Plumbing.
should just tell him you're with the Hub Network and that you need to come in and deliver those and you're leaving right after that.
Welcome to Immediate Care of
Tell him you're with the Hub
Come
Network
visit us at
and
our
you're just
Tecumseh
delivering the
Clinic
pizza and then you're
located
leaving.
at 502 North Broadway.
All right,
At
thank you.
Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at
These guys
to
didn't even
provide
speak English.
compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational
that's
medicine,
all
flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at
Well, I'm getting that on my microphone.
immediatecareok.com.
So it's coming through.
Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Take me off the speaker. Actually, you know, when you can choose speaker whenever there's no selection on the scout, what like when you choose speaker, it'll probably say. So you want to select the task now when you hit headset. Okay. You can hear me talking. You probably hear headset.
No.
You hear?
No.
Hang on.
There you go.
Yeah, but you're hearing me through here.
Hello.
And much more.
Hello?
Book an appointment
Hello?
online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Yeah, it's not connected
To the
The
headsets.
Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency.
It's
Most
on.
valuable
It's on
player
task
football.
cam.
Catch
hear-
it all
can you
on
hear
the
me,
Hub
Danny?
Network Tecumseh Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Through your headset.
With a big welcome. Come see us.
Register on the meter either. I didn't see something for sale. There it is. Two, you think? Let me do something. Check 1, 2, 2.
I hear that lightly. I hear it kind of faintly.
Lightly in your headset.
Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear that?
Check 1, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Am I getting louder?
Yeah, it's just no. It's not louder.
Yeah. So I mean, it's there.
It's there. Just need to adjust the volume.
Yeah. So try and turn it
Here,
on
you
your
talk
phone.
through that.
Turn your volume.
Talk through the phone and see.
You should be able to hear me because your volume was down.
Okay, I can definitely hear that now.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah.
Now I can hear it.
Yeah,
No, that's way up
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So we got your
I'll turn
phone
it down a
volume
little
up.
bit, or you can turn us down, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it works.
Okay. We're good then. All right.
Okay.
We're good.
Come see us so we can get you
Did,
better, faster.
Now, I should have her call me, or I should call
The
her.
Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, We may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Do what? No, there's nothing up top. There's no way to get up
Cowboys Plumbing,
It's
the
a
Hub
slanted
Network
roof.
Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing.
there. And Randy's
Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Yes, he is.
not outside.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Hello, Savage fans, and welcome to a special Thursday night fall break edition of Tecumseh Savage Football live on the Tecumseh Hub Network. This pregame checkup is brought to you by Tecumseh Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Savages are on the road tonight at Bethany to face a talented Bronco team. Savages are 4-2 on the year and 2-1 in District 4A2 after an exciting, to say the least, home win over Hera last week as time ran out on the clock. Bethany comes in with a 5-1 overall record and 2-1 in district. Essentially, there's a six-way tie for second place right now. With their only loss, Bethany's only loss is to Tuttle by a touchdown. They're really good. I'm Danny Chambers. Joining me in the great outdoors tonight. Not really. We're in the press box. Is Mr. Denny Burks, also known as Johnny Bravo. All right, Denny. First of all, it's quite a finish last week.
It was a great finish last week. I mean, of course, the officiating was a different story, so I don't think it should have ever got to that point. But luckily, we didn't lose the game.
Well, and you can't blame it all on the officiating because we had some problems,
Yes.
with some mistakes
Right.
and things like that.
Right.
But those big penalties just didn't help.
No, it kept a lot of Harris drives alive, and they just kept coming down the field. And so, but luckily, we got things done the way we need to get done.
Yeah, you're right. The Savages, big challenge tonight for the Savages against a very, very good team in the Broncos.
They are very good. I mean, like you said, they only lost to Tuttle by 6 points, and I'm sure it was closer than that than what just looking at the score.
Right.
So yeah, these guys are.
It was back.
These guys are talented.
It was back and forth. They're very talented,
Right.
And Coach George, man, that's old school
Coach
too.
Bullock, yes.
Coach Bullock I was talking to him earlier this week, and he said they're very talented, and they can put you in bad positions all three sides of the ball. All three phases of football. And look out for number 7.
Yes.
He's the best player on the field for the Broncos. He plays quarterback. He plays wide receiver. He plays free safety. They're probably going to get him the ball any way he can. And he's really, really good. Number 7 for the Broncos is Taylor Heim. And I think I remember that name. But we haven't played Bethany in about 4 years. I think they've been out of our district for about 4 years now. Very talented team. We're at it's also a football field that they share with SNU, Southern Nazarene University. So when they built this field, or when they redid this field, it's very nice.
It is very nice.
Has artificial turf. It's down low, kind of cut into the ground, and it's very nice. A big thank you to all of our Tecumseh Hub Network sponsors for bringing you these games live and free all season long. Be sure to like and follow the Tecumseh Hub Network Facebook page so you don't miss any of the Savage action. We'll introduce you to all of our great sponsors throughout the night. All right, Corey's not here tonight because he is our special correspondent at the state tournament as the Lady Savages are playing in the first round, and so he's not here tonight. He's over at softball. He's not there just to be our correspondent, obviously.
Well, yes, he is. I mean, he is.
But
we're not going to tell him that, but
as long as he doesn't know, right?
Right.
But he's not here. Corey's usually here for the Todd Coburn Oklahoma Farm Bureau MVP presentation. And again, those footballs will show up sometime.
But we do have a special guest in our room.
We have lots of special guests in our room.
Right here, right behind us.
And we'll talk about them later. They probably
Right.
don't want to be talked about, but we'll talk about them later.
Yep.
And they are our special guests this week because instead of it being over there outside in the stands, we are in the press box due to their efforts.
Yes.
And we definitely appreciate that. But let's talk about the Todd Coburn Oklahoma Farm Bureau MVP of the game from last week. Darian Clark was the MVP of the game against Hera for his outstanding secondary play, including a huge interception deep in Tecumseh's end of the field when Hera was threatening. He provided great coverage. I mean, he was a blanket last week.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
It was kind of a shut-down corner.
Yes.
All night against the Panthers, Darian will be presented with the MVP of the MVP game ball in the near future. Todd Colburn and Corey Wilson. Our sincere thanks to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Our sincere thanks to Immediate Care of Oklahoma in Tecumseh for bringing you this pregame checkup. Be sure to join us at halftime for the Gilbert Insurance halftime review. We'll review first half action, and then we'll visit with head coach of Tecumseh Volleyball, Emma LaChapelle. She's agreed to appear here by phone, and we'll talk to her at halftime. The team just finished a very successful season on the floor. And let me tell you, I went to as many games as I could, and they were so exciting to watch. Very good team, and had a really good record this year. And so we will talk with Coach Emma LaChapelle.
Well, it's just like back in the day when we were in school. Heritage Hall was always known for tennis. I mean, we were 2A, they were 2A. We wasn't going to compete with those guys, and it's kind of like that now with all the the Christian schools coming up, and they don't have the number of students that we have, but of course
certain students.
Yes, and it's just tough. I mean, it is just tough.
It is tough. It really is. But it was a very successful season for Coach Emma LaChapelle.
Yes.
And she's been there. She's a Tecumseh alumnus. She played volleyball there, and she's been there for several years now. We'll ask her that here when we talk to her at halftime. But stay tuned at halftime for the Gilbert Insurance and Tecumseh Tag Agency review. After a quick break, we'll be back with Savage Football live on the Tecumseh Hub Network. This is the Hub Network.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Welcome back to Bethany Broncos. The Bethany Broncos are 5-1, and the Savages are 4-2. Both of them are 2-1 in district play, and I think I looked at this a while ago. Matter of fact, I think I have this here. There are 4 teams that are 2-1 in district, and so it's basically a four-way tie for second place,
right?
Or fifth place, whichever way you want to say it.
Yes.
Of course, that's going to all start to shake out now. Tecumseh is one of those 2-1 teams, and Blanchard, who is 4-2 overall, is 3-0. But they played some tough competition in the pre-district games.
Yes, they did.
And they also have the most points. And the Savages are on the positive side of points with 7. Classen and Hara and Bridge Creek. Bridge Creek and Hara are 0-3 in the district, and Classen is 1-2 in district. And so Savages have to knock off. They've already lost to Newcastle, and they've beaten Classen and Hara, and they will most likely beat Bridge Creek.
Right.
And that's their third win. So they've got to knock off one of the remaining teams.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And that's going to be a tough task.
It is. It is. I
But
mean,
it can happen. I
Yes.
mean, Tecumseh, what they have to do is put together a complete game.
Right.
And they really haven't done that probably since Seminole and McLeod put together a complete
right.
game.
Yes, yes.
And, we saw what both of those ended, 40-14, I believe.
Right, yes.
And now those are 3A teams. We got the captains coming out on the field. I see Tecumseh's captains. I don't really see Bethany's. We'll try to get those captains for you. And, again, we're way up high in the press box, which I really love. What I don't love is those white away jerseys for the Savages, because that light gold on that white is really hard to read.
Yes, it is.
Denny and I aren't getting any younger.
No, I've got Brandy has got me a prescription for contacts, and so, but I've got to get them ordered. So,
Right. So
because my other ones were done.
you're like me tonight, 4 eyes.
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
Hey, it's better than being not being able to see.
Well, it's better than just running into the walls.
I agree with you.
know,
I agree
so.
with you. And honestly, though, I see Tecumseh's captains lined up over there, and I really can't read their. I think that is number 10. 4, 10, 35, and 25. So we have the captains for the Savages are Garrett Chaffin, Darian Clark, who was the MVP of the game last week, Braxton Meyer, and Connor Barksdale. So those are the captains for the Tecumseh Savages, and we appreciate our cameraman, old cousin Randy Gray, getting a close-up shot so we can catch those, because I could make out, I thought number 10, but I couldn't really make out the rest of them. And I don't know where Bethany's
Right here coming.
Bethany's captains, they stopped the clock at 2 minutes. No, it's running. So we're under 2 minutes, and the toss is supposed to take place at 3-minute mark at the latest. But I guess they couldn't get them out. These uniforms are not going to be easy to see either.
No.
They're light purple or gray, and they have a purple. Now, the backs of them probably going to be a little bit easier to see. I don't know about saying either, but they're coming to the field now. Those are a lot easier. Number 12 for the Broncos.
Plus they're closer right now.
They are closer. Cal Wetwiska. Number 26 is Jack Gilliand. Number 30 is Woods Harrell. And number 87 is Baylor Tibbetts. Those are the captains for the Bethany Broncos. The Bethany team is waiting to come out on the field, and the Tecumseh Savages are still down in the south end zone. And we'll see what the toss happens. After the toss, we will take a quick break and come back for the kickoff. Officials are talking to the teams right now, about to administer the coin toss. White hat reaches in his pocket, pulls out the coin. This is the best play-by-play ever on a coin toss, probably.
That's
most
really,
I've ever
yeah,
done.
yes.
Most I've ever
yes.
done on a coin toss. Toss is in the air, hits the ground, and it is Tecumseh. Looks like they get the toss. So Tecumseh wins the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So I'm assuming Bethany will take the football. I'm looking for the flag. Flag is still. So Tecumseh will kick from the south. Bethany will return from the north. And we're about to get started. But before we start, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we'll have the kickoff. This is the Hub Network.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Savages and the Broncos tonight in a big 4A2 district matchup. Savages on their road whites and the black pants, black helmet with the gold stripe, as you can see. And you'll probably be able to see them better than I can because my eyes aren't as good. And hopefully you'll get some close-ups and see them. Of course, the Broncos in a light grayish purple. Their colors are purple and white. And I guess that is a very light purple. But at least their numbers are easy to read on the back.
Yeah, yes.
Better than that white.
Hey, usually we travel very well.
Right.
But with this being fall break and our girls are up at the Hall of Fame.
There's a big crowd there.
Big crowd up there. Yeah, so.
And, of course, we've got Corey Wilson up there who's usually at the football games, but he's a big – his uncle is one of the coaches. And, of course, he was a coach, and he's helped out a lot, so he's going to go to the softball game. And there is the kick. Brody Moody puts the boot into it, and it goes all the way back to the 11. And bringing it back in a hurry is number 17, looks like.
So it looks like.
Number 17, that is Alex Straughter. And it looked like Hunter Hadsel that made the tackle, and he made the tackle when he stopped. All right, we got the top of the fourth. According to Corey Wilson, Tecumseh leads Cache 1-0 at the state tournament quarterfinals. We'll give you some of those updates as we can. Corey's going to keep feeding us that information. 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 34-yard line. A little bit of confusion. Trying to find out where I see it now. The play clock is. Quarterback number 12 hands off around the right side, trying to get to the edge. Almost a face mask, they're going to call it. Number 21, Jake.
Yep,
Jaden Gillian got to the edge only for about 4, but we're going to have a flag. Just barely nicked the face mask. And we're going to see.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. It's going to be a 5-yarder, so it's not a personal foul, but it's going to be right at the first down line. They'll have to take a look at that. 5-yard face mask against the Savages, and that's
looks like it's just, it looks like
it's just a hustle play.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I think if they look at that,
it
looks like a first down.
It does to me, too.
They're going to call it 2nd down. The stick is just, they're going to look at it now. And I think the coaches over here on this side said, I think that's first down because the ball was right at the hash mark.
Yes,
and
and
the
it's
stick
over it.
was just
behind it. You can see it.
Just behind the hash mark. I don't know when you got hash marks why you have to. And now, since they're measuring it now, the football has been moved by the center, so it's up even further. Oh, they're going to call it first down, so they're not going to measure. So 1st and 10, quarterback for Bethany, number 12, Kale Wetwitzka. Back to pass, throws it out into the flat. It's caught immediately and goes down at the 50-yard line. So it's a gain of 6.
Just a little quick out.
It was, and they watched that Hera film where they just killed us with those little outs.
Little dumps. Then you got to watch it. Then you have to watch the double moves.
3 wide receivers to the far side. We had somebody move here, and there was no flag. There was definitely somebody moving, and there's no flag. Jace Frazier on the tackle. It's going to be another first down for the Broncos. Number 21, Jaden Gilliand on the catch, and that's just another short pass to the flat. And, Denny, you mentioned that a while ago, looking for the out enough. If Tecumseh steps up and tries to jump one of those, you can expect that out and up.
Oh, right.
Or that stop and go. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. It looked like there was a –
Is that not another hold?
Well, they're not calling it a hold, but we sure got tangled up in there.
Yeah, got tripped up, got tangled down.
Ball runs to the left side. It's a gain of –
This is that SNU logo there. I guess he tripped over that.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think it was.
Gain of 4 brings up second down and 6. Sometimes I think that's older paint. I don't think it's very slick anymore.
Right, yeah.
They've had that for a while. It's a beautiful night for football.
Oh,
let me tell you. And we've got a great view up here. Second down and 4. Quarterback straight out. Throws it downfield, and it's incomplete. Nice
Good
pass.
play.
Nice play by Marquand Crush to break it up. He was right there. Last week that would have been an interference call against the Savages.
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
But good no call by
when you both go up for it, it's a jump ball, okay?
Yeah.
It's a jump ball.
I think I've got a little PTSD from last week's game.
Oh, yes, yes.
As far as those interference calls. Second, it's a third down and 6 now for the Broncos. Savage defense need to get a stop here. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory.
Come on.
Rolls to his right.
Come on. No hold.
There's someone wide open out in the flat. Fullback gets down to the 10-yard line. And number 30, Woods Harrell, gets all the way down inside the 10. They're going to mark it at the 8-yard line. 9:58 to go in the first quarter. That was a big play. And then he was wide open.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have seen that. You got that post right in the middle, right in front of you.
I'm kind of a blind man right here.
So first and goal from the 8-yard line. Quarterback, and we got a flag to stop the play. And we're going to have encroachment against the Savages. You just can't line up off sides.
No.
Just can't line up off sides. It's going to be half the distance. It'll be spotted at the 4-yard line. First down over again. First and goal. Play clock has now started. Bethany's being very deliberate on offense. They're not in any hurry at all.
No, they're not.
Quarterback keeps it, and he's hit and met at the 3-yard line and brought down by Braxton Meyer, I believe, who that was.
You talk about number 7 being, their best player. They come over to Tecumseh the other night, Tuesday night, and played.
JV game.
JV game. Guess who their best player was?
Who?
Number 7.
No, well, I do think that.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I do think that guy's number 7. I mean,
what I told people that night is, I bet you, I just wonder if he's one of the starters.
Right. Right. So you could tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
Off over the right side and walking in.
He was what they had. He was what they had.
Yeah. Touchdown Broncos. 6:40 to go in the first quarter, and they took the ball at the 34-yard line in their own territory and moved quickly down the field. Actually, they used half of the clock, but they were really never thwarted. They had 1 third down, I believe, and that was it. I couldn't tell who carried that into the end zone.
I couldn't either.
The kick is up, and it is good. So it's 7-0. Bethany over Tecumseh. 6:40 to go here in Bethany. This is the Hub Network.
Cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Welcome back.
Farm
You've had the
Bureau
kickoff.
Insurance,
Bethany
Todd
kicked
Colburn Agency.
relatively deep.
Most-
It was picked up by Garrett Chaffin, and he gets it out to the 23-yard line, I believe is where they're going to spot it. So the Savages have the ball on offense for the first time after Broncos took their opening drive and went 66 yards for a touchdown, lead 7-0. Savages line it up in that Wildcat. Chaffin set to take the direct snap. High snap. Chaffin's going to take it, and he gets across the 25, right at the 25. And a gain of, we'll call it
One
second
maybe
down.
1.5.
Maybe for the Savages. You know, it's late enough in the season that I have actually kind of tell who's playing what spot because of their body, size and stuff like that. Crush takes the snap, throws way low, and that was not even close. Be third down and 10. I think Marquand a lot of times throws to a spot.
Right.
And you don't know where the receiver is supposed to be. Maybe he should have come back for it.
Right.
But that is going to bring up third down for the Savages. And if Savages can't get some offense going, it could be a very long night for Tecumseh.
Yes.
Crush takes the ball, rolling to his right. Has a man open, and it's caught for a first down. Hit hard is number 10, Darian Walker, I believe.
That's what it looked like.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a 10 and an 11.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Especially from this far away.
But it is a first down for the Savages.
Yes, it is.
That was a good pass to
Good
a
pass.
wide-open player.
Yep.
And he found him.
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Heavy package. Connor Barksdale keeps it, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, their defensive line is pretty active.
They are very active, and that was a little bit of a counterplay, which we haven't seen that much with the Savages this year.
Right.
You know, they're doing everything they can against these better teams.
Right.
You know,
Well, yeah, you could just,
you can only do so much.
So much, and I mean, trying to go to another offense or another scheme, it's just not. It's just going to hurt you in the long run.
There's that full backfield. Crush is taking it. He's going to be dropped for a loss.
You got to make him miss. You got to make that.
You got to make that first guy miss.
Yep.
And
got to.
It's almost like, last week Hera on defense a lot of times just seemed like they were in the playbook.
Right.
And
And
it's kind of starting that way with Bethany now. But
Yeah.
Bethany is such a good team, such a disciplined team. They're going to cover their
Yes.
position.
Yes.
And it's hard to overcome that. Lost back behind the sticks, third down and just a little over 10. Empty backfield. Crush back to pass, throws a screen, and it's dropped by Sean Hill. Hit him in the hands, and he couldn't hold on to it. I think he was thinking about – he was hearing footsteps, I think, at that point.
Yes.
So it's going to bring up fourth down for the Savages. And, the bad thing about that is we didn't take that much time off the clock.
No, we
I
didn't.
think that's a 6.
We got what? We got one first
6:19.
down. Yeah, we got one first down.
6:19 on the clock. We did get one first down, move the ball a little bit. But Chaffin back to punt. Punts it to the right. It's going to go out of bounds right about the 36-yard line. We'll see where the officials mark it officially out of bounds. Can't be too much further than that. About right, probably, 40-yard line. So taking over on downs at the 40-yard line is Bethany. We'll keep it right here, and because their teams are keeping it. We want to tell you about some of our sponsors, though, that some of them you've been seeing. Pregame checkups brought to you by Immediate Care of Tecumseh. Halftime show will be brought to you by Gilbert Insurance and Tecumseh Tag Agency. And, of course, the MVP of the game we talked about, Todd Coburn, Oklahoma Farm Bureau, gives that presentation. Our scoreboard sponsor is, of course, Cowboy Plumbing. There's a fake by the quarterback. He's going to keep it. Savages have him stood up at about the 44-yard line, a gain of 4. Got an update from Corey Wilson that at the top of the 4th it was 1-0 Tecumseh, and now at the top of the 5th it's 1-1. Cash.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's turned into a pitcher's duel, which, you get to the state tournament, one of 8 teams.
That's right.
You're going to have good pitchers.
Yes, you are.
You're really going to have. You have to have.
Well,
good pitchers.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's how they get there.
To make it. Of course, we have Serenity Jockaway, who's one of the best in the state at her position, not only as a pitcher but running.
That's good.
That was a really good play.
Defense.
Savages almost took the handoff. That was Keegan Plumley, I believe, in the backfield.
Yeah, he was taking it.
He basically took the handoff, and I think the quarterback wanted to pull it, but it was too late.
He was already there.
It was too late.
I was going to say, thank you there, young man.
So it's a third down. That's a loss of about 2. Third down and 7 now for the Broncos. This would be a big stop if the Savages can stop them right here.
Yes.
We're going to have to watch this flat out here. Quarterback straight back to pass. And
he's wide open
that's
over
number
here.
7. And he overthrows him. That was quarterback. They changed quarterbacks on us. Taylor Heim was throwing that pass. He's a little bit lankier and taller. He's about 6'5", and 190. Well, according to the roster, that's a good stop by the Savages if the Broncos do punt. I don't think that number 7 at the JV game was him because he's a senior according to their roster.
Right.
So 4th down and 7 and set to punt. Can't really tell, but it looks kind of like Heim. Deep to receive for the Savages. Oh, there's a fake punt, and he's wide open, and he drops it.
He drops it.
Going to be great field position for the Savages. He was wide open on that. And the punter, I believe that was number 7, Heim, and intended for Wyatt Geisler. And, no, it's 26. 26, Jack Gilliand, and just couldn't hold on to it. Hit him right in the hands.
Yes.
So the Savages have great field position. A break early for the Savages, 4:45 to go in the first quarter. And the Savages have the ball in Bethany territory at the 43-yard line. You never know when something like this can make a difference in a ball game.
Right.
Take advantage of this.
Exactly, yeah.
Of this
gotta get it
basically
rolling.
a turnover.
There we go. There we go.
Excuse me. That's Connor Barksdale up the middle, and he gets about 3 yards to the 40-yard line. He faked it to Chaffin and picked up 3. It's going to be hard against this team to continue just
to run it down
the ball.
Right? Yeah.
But
you gotta have a little, little
but
give and take.
It's got to be good on good, and that's what the Savages are good at. Pistol formation with Crush at quarterback. Crush under pressure now, rose to his left, and he's going to throw it to, that's going to have to be intentional grounding. I don't see a flag.
Nope.
They're not calling it. There was definitely no one in the area.
No, there wasn't, but, well, there was Bethany's sideline.
Well, that's true.
You know.
That's true. That brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Savages. Those pistol formation again. We got Holland Barnes in there at quarterback now. Barnes rolls to his right, looking downfield, throws it, and it goes out of bounds. Wouldn't have been complete. Almost intercepted, but it goes out of bounds. 4th down now from the 43-yard line. And it looks like Savage is going to punt and try to pin Bethany deep. You know, even if you kick it into the end zone, them getting it on the 20 is better than getting it right here.
Right, right.
And they're down 7-0, 4:01 to go are the Savages. Chaffin set to kick, and I believe that's Heim deep to receive, standing inside the 10-yard line. We'll see if he directional kicks, and he is going to kick it. Actually, it's a pretty good kick, high kick, and going down to on his knees to pick it up is Heim at the 11-yard line. So that's actually a good field position for the Savages defensively.
Yes, yes.
3:55 to go, and these officials are moving it right along. They're not wasting any time.
No, they're not.
Still 1-1 at the Hall of Fame Stadium, Savages and Cash. I want to thank a couple more of our sponsors. Citizens Potawatomi Nation, providing $720 million of economic impact in Potawatomi County. And, of course, the countywide and Sun newspaper, covering news and sports around the county. 1st and 10, ball at the 11. Handoff up the middle and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. May have got a half yard, and that's Keegan Plumley again leading the way up the middle, along with Jace Frazier. I tell you what, you get those two guys meeting you, you're probably not going to go very far.
Right, right.
3:35 to go in the first quarter, and the clock is running. 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 9 for the Broncos. Savage defense has given up one drive, one touchdown, but they got a stop on a fake punt. Of course, that was a little bit of help from Bethany. There's a pass out into the flat, and it's going to get to the 19-yard line. It's still going to be short of the 1st down. Savages running to the ball very well against a pretty fast team.
Yes, yes.
It's 3rd down and call it a long 2 for the Broncos. No huddle for the Broncos. They do look to the sideline. Have 2 receivers to each side. The ones on the far side, the wide side, are way out there. Quarterback is going to keep it, and he gets around the edge. He's going to have the 1st down as he runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That's going to be enough for the 1st down. Someone had a hand on him in the backfield, just couldn't quite get a hold of him.
Yeah. It was close.
It was very close. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. This quarter is going fast. 2:37 left in the first quarter.
A lot of running.
A lot of running on both sides.
Yes.
Quarterback number 12 is Wetwitzka. Hand off up the middle and met again by Keegan Plumley. No, that wasn't Plumley that time. I think Plumley was in on it, but that wasn't Plumley who led the charge. It was Plumley, 51. Sure was. He's the one that clogged up that middle after a 2-yard gain.
I guess there's one of the interior linemen. I guess he had him, and I guess Plumley just kind of shucked him.
Yeah, he just shucked him.
And he was down on the ground, hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I just got whooped.
2nd down and 8 for the Broncos. Quarterback is going to throw it slant, and it's caught.
Yeah, had him shield.
Parker Williams was there on the defense, but he was behind him, and you're right.
Just a half a step there. That's all it took.
Boxed out.
Yeah, he did. That was a good throw, too.
Well, it was a good throw, and there was just one receiver over here,
right.
And it was man-to-man, and Williams was with him, but
he was right there with him,
just couldn't get position.
Nope.
1st down all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, he would have had to come over his back to do it.
Right. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Savages moving safety deep center. Quarterback's going to keep it. on a quarterback draw, and he gets down to the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Hunter Hadsel on that one. That's a gain of 6. We'll bring up 2nd down and 4. That was just a straight quarterback draw that time.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you get those those purple jerseys on the far side. You just can't hardly read them.
I know.
They're even worse than the white ones that far away. If they turned their backs to us all the time, it'd be better.
Yes.
2nd down and 4 for the Broncos. We're under a minute now to play in the first quarter. They lead 7-0 over the Savages. Quarterback hands up the middle, and Braxton Meyer brings him down, but not before he gains another 2 or 3 yards. Going to have a first down.
Yeah, first down.
Meyer had him and had to hold on to his shirt and bring him down, but it was enough for a first down. 44 seconds left in the first quarter.
Again, I say, if you wrap their leg up, they're not going anymore.
I agree with you.
Jerseys will stretch.
Jerseys will stretch. 1st and 10. Quarterback pumps, looking for someone. Now throws that in the flat, and it is caught. Pass was low, but caught by number 20, Wyatt Geisler, and that's going to be 9-yard pickup. They have, it seems like we're not getting any pressure on the quarterback.
Right,
but
right.
They always have somebody open out here in this flat.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you got that much time to throw, you're going to find somebody.
Yes.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. That is the last play of the first quarter. We go to the second quarter. Broncos lead 7-0, and they are threatening in Savage territory inside the 25-yard line. We're going to take a break. This is the Hub Network.
Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 1 for the Broncos as we start the second quarter play. They lead 7-0. There's a draw play in the backfield and making a couple of players miss and going the distance for the Broncos is number 21. Number 21, he goes the distance. And let me tell you that they had him in the backfield.
Well, they didn't get much penetration on that.
Well, they didn't, but somebody had him in the backfield, and he just
he made a couple of cuts, and that was it.
Right. So with the first play of the second quarter, Broncos score again, makes the score 13-0, pending the extra point. 11:51 to go in the first quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Broncos lead. We're going to take another quick break. This is the Savage Hub Network. Welcome back to Bethany. Broncos lead 14-0 on another drive to the end zone. 11:51 to go in the second quarter. Savages will get another chance on offense. That's a strange formation there on that kickoff.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Guess you can do a lot of things with that.
Yes.
Deep to receive for the Savages is Sean Hill, and I believe that's Garrett Chaffin. Chaffin gets it, hits the hole, gets to the 25, pushes his way forward, and they're going to spot him at the 27-yard line. Decent return.
Not bad, not bad.
Chaffin always gets a good. He's like a shot out of the cannon.
This Hub Network broadcast is brought to you in part by these sponsors.
But I got to tell you, if the Savages offense can't move the ball and find a way to score, it's possible it could get ugly. 11:44 to go. Savages 1st and 10. Barnes in at quarterback. Pistol formation. Hill in motion. And he wasn't stopped, and they didn't call. And the ball is on the ground, and the Broncos got it. Broncos got it. You see the ball come loose just after, and that was going to be a good game. That was going to be a really good game.
Yes,
but
it was.
The turnover gives it to the Broncos at the 32-yard line. That would have been about a 6-yard gain for the Savages. They're probably their best run of the night.
Right.
And the ball came out. I didn't think at first anybody saw that, the officials, but the one on this near side definitely saw it. And it was definitely loose. It may have been the umpire that saw that. You know how them umpires are.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Eagle eyes. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Quarterback. Straight back to pass after faking the ball. Now he's going to keep it, and he throws it down the field, and it's caught at the 20-yard line and taken down by Parker Williams at the 18-yard line, 17-yard line is where they'll mark it. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Broncos. You know, I think, I don't know, I think that the Savages, I don't think that they're trying to blitz because either that, I'm going to start paying attention to that because I don't think they're sending extra bodies to try to get to the quarterback. Big number 7 in at quarterback now, throws it out to the left side to number 22.
Oh, come on, dude. He didn't spear him.
They throw a flag?
Yes. He slid to him.
Wow.
Wow.
That'll be half the distance to the goal. Number 22 is the one on the catch. That's Jordan Strotter.
Face mask.
Oh, face mask.
So I didn't see that.
Well, that's half the distance, so spot the ball at the 2-yard line for Bethany. Number 12, still in at quarterback. Rolls to his right. Looking. Now he throws it, and it's over the head. You know, he had him wide open earlier and just didn't pull the trigger.
Right.
I think
like there.
I think when he pulled it down, he thought, I'm going to run this in, but the Savages blocked that off. 2nd down and goal.
Number 26, that little short, squatty running back. He thought he was going to be open in the flat out there.
Right.
But they went with him on that. So that's good defense. Like the play before, when he rolled to the over to the right, the backside was covered up.
Right.
He can throw over here.
9 seconds left on the play clock. Quarterback under center. Turns, hands to the left, and it is touchdown for the Broncos.
From the 3.
That's a 2-yard carry. Was that 21 or 26? I think it's 21.
Okay, 21.
Jaden Gillian number 26. That's a 2-yard touchdown run. And, of course, Bethany took advantage of that fumble and went
yes.
about 34 yards for the score.
Yes.
And the extra point. We have an encroachment against the Savages.
Just a little one.
Before the kick. And the Bethany wants to decline that. They don't want that ball any closer to the goal line. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either.
Kick is easier from
yes, it is.
A couple of yards out. And that's what they're used to doing.
Right.
Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. Broncos lead 21-0, 10:46 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. All right, we're going to keep it here for a minute.
We'll keep it here.
We do have another update from Corey. Top of the sixth at the Hall of Fame Stadium, the Savages and Cash playing, and they're tied 1-1 in the top of the sixth.
Ooh, doggies.
Quite a battle going on there for
the battle
for the Savages and
number 2 seed.
Cash Bulldogs, I believe.
Cash Bulldogs, yeah.
I guess it would be Lady Bulldogs for the fast pitch softball team. Lady Savages are at the state tournament for the 8th time in the last 10 years. It's become quite a program.
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
Just, they're not going every once in a while, but 8 times out of the last 10 years. Want to remind everybody that at halftime we're going to be talking to Tecumseh's head volleyball coach, Emma LaChapelle, and we'll talk to her at halftime. Denny and I will review some of the first half action, and so far the action hasn't gone the Savages' way. It's 21-0, and Savages have to get something started on offense.
They
got to get something and at least run some play. Chaffin brings it to the right side. Keeps up. He's gotten loose at the 40 and brought down from behind at the 42-yard line. Oh, they're marking him down here. And I don't think he was down. I really don't think he was down. Man, that's another tough break. I was watching that, and of course, I'm a long ways away. I really don't think he was down. Did you see it?
No, I was watching the kickoff, and one of the Tecumseh kids missed his guy right off the line,
right.
and he was coming out. He came back down, tried to block him, and the guy that he was trying to block made the tackle here.
1st and 10 for the Savages at the 24-yard line. That was about a 20-yard difference in where they had the spot. Fighting forward for as much yards as he can get, and I believe that's Frazier, Chase Frazier. He gets 5 yards, and that was all him.
Yes, it was. It was definitely all him. Yes.
2nd down and 5 for the Savages. Of course, Savages run players in and out each play. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Broncos. Timeout taken by the Broncos, 10:05 to go in the second quarter. Broncos lead the Savages 21-0. We're going to take a break. This is the Hub Network.
Located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Welcome back to Bethany. Savages have a 2nd down and 5 after the Broncos took a timeout. 10:05 to go in the second quarter, and the Savages are desperate for some offense and sustained offense.
Yes.
Crush keeps it. He's going to run through. He's going to have a 1st down. Just tripped up. He was about 1 step away from going the distance.
Yes, he was.
But that's Savage's first down. That may be their second first down of the game.
I believe it is.
They found a hole there.
Yeah, just a straight quarterback draw right on that. I mean, just boom, let's go.
Well, Crush hit that hole.
Yeah, he hit it hard.
Handoff over the left side. Chaffin has some running room out to the left side. He's going to get a first down before he knocked it out of bounds at the 49 in Bethany territory. That's 2 straight first downs for the Savages. I don't know if they found something over there or, those last 2 plays, they changed up a little bit, and they're spreading. They're getting into a more of a spread.
Oh, there we go. There's 5 right there.
Another.
Almost 4, almost 5.
A little over 4. All right, we got another update from the Hall of Fame. Savages and Cash, top of 7th, 1-1. Final inning, unless they go into extras. That's 2nd down and 6 now for the Savages. Crush hands off to Chaffin over the left side, and that is wide open. That's the same play he had earlier. A little bit different formation, but the same play.
Right.
Another first down for the Savages.
You go until they stop it.
That's exactly right. 37-yard line for the Savages in Bethany territory. And the Savages have definitely found some magic out there between Crush and Chaffin running the ball. 1st and 10 for the Savages. This is by far their best drive of the night.
Yes, it is.
Crush hands to. We got a flag on the play.
Of course there is.
They definitely got a flag.
Of course there is.
That was Connor Barksdale, and he's pointing against Tecumseh. He pointed against Tecumseh, and I think it's got to be a motion from. It didn't stop the play. Or illegal formation. We'll see what they call. White hat.
The same formation we ran.
Illegal procedure, because that could be a number of things. Somebody could have jumped. Well, that should have been a dead ball.
Dead ball, right.
It could have been there is a signal for illegal shift. So I'm thinking it must have been an illegal formation, maybe.
Wow.
Of course, most high school officials don't have a microphone to announce the penalty. So the loss of 5 brings up 1st down and 15 for the Savages. Crush still in there at quarterback. Hand off to Frazier. Frazier goes up the middle and makes up for the penalty.
Yes, it did.
Plus a couple of yards.
Yes.
7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. There's something going on over there on that left side, and Tecumseh has figured
almost like an A train over there, huh?
Right. You're right. Crush takes a snap. They're going back up the middle, and I believe that was Frazier. Picks up another 2 or 3 yards.
Well, that play as quick as that hits right there, him pulling and him just keeping the ball, just faking that thing, and
And the Savages move again.
Wow. Okay.
We can see what that one was. That was a false start.
Yes.
So it's going to be back behind the stakes again. Instead of a 3rd and 6, we're going to have a 3rd and 11. And those really kill you.
They do. Danny, they do.
Of course, this is going to be 4-down territory, so you don't have to get it all at once.
No.
7:52 to go in the second quarter. Savages trail 21-0. It's 21-0. The Savages trail. 3rd down and 11. There's a little reverse. Sean Hill takes it, and he got maybe about it's 21-0 for the Broncos over the Savages. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9 after a gain of 3. You know, Sean is very fast.
Yeah, you got to go up. You got to go up. You got
to put your foot and start getting
like a cut.
North and south at some point.
Yes.
We're going to have a timeout taken. I think the Savages took this timeout. We're going to take it with them. 21-0. Broncos lead the Savages. This is the Hub Network.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome back. Big fourth down for the Savages. 4th and 9. Balls at the 36-yard line in Bronco territory. A couple of penalties have set them back. Empty formation, and I believe that's Colin Barnes rolling to his left.
Oh, don't.
And we're going to have a sack. You know, Denny, I think we talked about this last week. I just don't like Colin rolling to his left.
I don't either.
I really don't.
He doesn't go very quick, and it looks like he's lost over there.
Yeah, send him to a strong side.
Yes.
Now, I know you're trying to get matchups and things
Right.
that, but that was the wide side of the field.
Right.
But I haven't seen him be real successful rolling to his left.
No.
So the turnover on downs for the Savages. 7:18 to go in the.
Well, you can't just trot down. You got to get going.
Right.
Because they're coming.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Broncos on the 45-yard line. Right on the U. Quarterback straight back to pass. Throws it over the middle, and it's caught. And going for a touchdown. That's a 55-yard touchdown for the Broncos. And that was a great catch. The defender was right there. But a 55-yard touchdown, and I was just going to say that, Savages have to keep Bethany from scoring again. And that didn't happen as number 7 took the snap. And a 55-yard touchdown pass. Wow. Still in the second quarter. That's third touchdown for the Broncos here in the second quarter. 7:08 to go on the first play after the turnover on downs for the Savages. Kick is up, and it is good. Broncos lead 28-0. 28-0 after a 55-yard touchdown pass and the extra point. We're going to take a break. This is the Hub Network.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
We're back. The kickoff taken by Chaffin just inside his 10-yard line. And he gets out to the 20, still fighting forward, and going to be tackled. They're going to give him to the 23, I believe. 28-0, the Broncos lead, and the last play was 55-yard touchdown pass on the first play after the turnover and downs by the Savage, which was caused by a couple of mental mistakes.
Right.
When
yes.
you move.
Just
little mistakes.
Yep.
And they were moving the ball.
I mean, that's the thing, to beat these guys like your Tuttle, your Blanchard, and, Bethany, You got to have a perfect game. I mean, you really do.
First and 10, loaded
have the
backfield.
penalties.
Crush is going to keep it, and he's going to get dropped for a loss back at the 21-yard line. You know, he had 3 lead blockers from the backfield, and I guess I need to watch a little closer to see what happens to those guys.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Second down and 12 after a loss of 2. Savages, bless their hearts, they're trying everything they can to get some offense going. And they had it on that last drive except for the penalties. Hand off to Connor Barksdale. No, that's Jace Frazier. And he picks up 3. We'll bring up third down and 9. You know, the problem is, as this game goes on, is that Savages can, you know, it becomes a little bit, you get your dauber in the dirt.
Yes, yeah.
Pass out in the flat, and that's Connor Barksdale catches it, and he had a personal blocker out there, and he got beat.
Yes, yes.
Just got beat. Well, we got, you know, we're hoping this isn't very good news for the Savages. They're going to set the punt on 4th and 10. We're hoping it's going to be better at the Hall of Fame Stadium and at the top of the 8th. So they've gone to extra innings.
Wow.
It is still 1-1. Savages led 1-0 pretty early. And Cash came back a couple innings later, and it's been 1-1 pretty much since the 3rd inning. Chaffin gets off a punt and is going to shake it. He's trying to directional kick it from number 7, and that is going to go out of bounds inside Tecumseh territory. And it's going to be marked at the 39-yard line for the Broncos in Tecumseh territory. 5:02 to go. 28-0, the Broncos lead, and they have fabulous field position to start this drive. 5:02 to go. You know, the first quarter went really fast, and
yes,
it was 7-0. This one has slowed down a lot as Bethany has scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. Savage defense needs to make a stop here. Two wide receivers to each side for the Broncos. Quarterback throws a little shuttle pass to number 21. He gets it. I think we might have got away with a face mask there.
I was thinking the same thing.
I think we might have got away with one there.
Yeah, a little 5-yarder, though. Yeah.
Jaden Gilliand on the carry. No, that was 26. What? 26 is Jack Gilliand. No wonder they look alike.
Yeah. Pete and repeat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gain of 4, bring up second down and 6. Quarterback straight back to pass. Has a man open out in the flat. Knocked out of bounds by the Savages. Number 26, Maddox Dixon. No. 26? Was that 24?
24.
Braxton Meyer.
Yeah.
Braxton Meyer. I was just trying to get
Can't get them all. Yeah.
Maddox Little Pub.
Yeah.
First down for the Broncos. Ball at the 27-yard line. And the problem is, for the most part, you know, Savages have stopped the offense, the Bronco offense a couple times. For the most part, they're doing whatever they want.
Right.
There's a pass out in the flat to the big athlete on the Broncos. He gets down inside the 15. They're going to mark it at the 14. That's going to be enough for another first down for the – that's a –
well, right after he caught that, we were right there, but they're just a step ahead of us.
Well, and he had a couple of blockers out there that did their job.
Right.
You know, and you got to beat a blocker. You know, if you're going one-on-one, at some point you got to beat one of them.
Yes, you do.
Like happened on that pass.
You got to blow them up. You got to blow them up.
First and 10, ball on the just inside the 15-yard line. Quarterback, straight back, throws it into the end zone, and it's caught. And guess who? That's number 7 for the Broncos, Taylor Heim. And that time It was a 15-yard, we're going to call it 14. It was inside the 15. 14-yard touchdown pass from 12 to number 7, Taylor Heim. And we were warned about Taylor Heim earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And he just made that look easy.
Oh, yeah. He beat him by 2 steps.
Yeah. So that's the 4th touchdown for the Broncos in the second quarter with 4:16 to go. Kick is good. 35-0 in the second quarter. The Broncos over the Savages. We're going to take another break. This is the Hub Network. Broncos up 35-0. Set to kick off again. Deep to receive for the Savages, Sean Hill and Garrett Chaffin. 35-0. 4:16 to go before halftime. You know, my favorite thing here would be for the Savages to take a scoring drive for about the next 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yes.
And go to halftime with something positive.
Yes.
We knew Bethany was good because of the way they played Tuttle.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Early on. And they're 5-1. Chaffin takes it. And, you know, those are.
Dude, you can't do that.
Did we block somebody in the back?
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be half the distance. No, that's going to be full distance because it's a 10-yarder outside the 20. So it'll go back to the 12, 13-yard line. It is a block in the back. It goes back to the 13-yard line.
He kind of did it once, just a little bit, then he got him a big one out of it. Yeah.
You know, sometimes, and I understand, they're high school kids. Sometimes some frustration sets in.
Oh, yes.
And you just want to hit somebody.
Yep.
And, you know, I understand that, but you have to be more disciplined than that.
Yeah, but you just can't do that.
Honestly, the difference between a good team and a bad team sometimes can't be discipline. Handoff is met in the backfield by, that's going to be a loss of a yard. And I think that's Chaffin on the carry. Loss of about a half a yard. Second down and 10. Actually, it's basically right at the same spot. Met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we haven't got much of a push in the last, you know.
No, we haven't gotten any movement since that one drive where we finally stalled. Connor Barksdale takes the direct snap, fakes the. They tried that little counter again, and I think that just gives the Broncos time to find the.
Well, to get penetration.
Yeah. Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Savages.
Do the Broncos have a penalty on them yet?
You know what I heard then? I know what you said, penalty. Do the Broncos have a penalty on them yet? I thought you said, do the Broncos have a felony on them? Well, they might have some felonies. I don't know.
Could be, probably, you know.
Probably not. But I attaboy, Joe. Quarterback throws. He had a man wide open that time. Parker Williams was open, and he just threw it out of bounds. He was under pressure.
Just throw it.
But, you know, hey, what do you got to lose? Try to stick one in there. That's going to be 4th down.
Wow.
4th down for the Savages. 2:45 to go. And not much clock off the not much time off the clock. Chaffin set to kick. double safeties back for the Broncos, trying to keep from a directional punt. I'm telling you, he needs to directional punt to the left, not to number 7 over here, towards number 7. Or just punt it. Put it high and give our defenders some time. It is going to be directional to the left this time, and that's a better punt, but it's going to go out of bounds at the 38-yard line. You know, that's what happens. Now, he was punting from his own 5, so that's not a bad punt.
Not a bad punt.
For high school. And, you know, you can't just give up a return, and that one was the smart play there. But at some point, might want to just kick it high and let your players get down the field. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Most of this quarter has been played in Tecumseh's end of the field.
Oh, yes. Yes, it has.
And this is no different. Ball on 38-yard line. Looks like they got same backfield. Handoff up the middle. And number 21 for the Broncos. Number 21 is Gilliand, one of the Gillians.
Yeah,
Jaden,
one of them.
One of the Gillians. 21, just Jaden. And honestly, with my eyes seeing the back of that, or the front of that jersey, that is definitely 21 now.
Yes.
But sometimes 21, 26 can confuse me a little bit. Want to remind you at halftime we're going to talk to Tecumseh head volleyball coach Emma LaChapelle. Hand off to the left side, getting outside is Gillian again, knocked out of bounds by Jace Frazier. That's a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Broncos. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line for the Savages. We're under a minute now. Of course, the clock is stopped because of the run out of bounds.
Yes.
We just kind of pray that there's no more scoring before halftime at this point.
That's right. That's right.
Hand off again over the left side. I believe that's number 26. That is number 26, the other Gilliand.
1st down.
26 is Jack Gilliand, and it is good enough for a 1st down.
We'll say Jack.
And clock is still running. I think Bethany is trying not to score. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's 35-0 at halftime, and you know, most teams wouldn't do that. Most teams.
Well, I'm sure the JV will be out there at half. You know, second half.
Play clock is down to 11. 25 seconds on the game clock. Quarterback under center, turns. Now he's going to throw it down the field, and he has a man wide open out in the flat. It's going to be brought down by Braxton Meyer at the 20-yard line. Stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run.
Yes.
What are 1:06 and counting for the second quarter.
Well, again, you said you had touched Coach Bull, and we were just beat up on the line.
Well, last week
getting cut just nonstop for the entire game.
Yeah, the ball's on the ground, and the quarterback gets on it. Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down 5. You're exactly right, Denny. I mean, I talked to him, and he said the way Hare was cutting them the whole game, they just came out of that banged up. And they were already banged up from the game before that.
Right, yes.
Because we had a lot of injuries in that Classen game.
Yeah.
And quarterback back to pass, going to throw it into the end zone, and it is knocked away.
Good play.
And I think that Darian Clark knocked it away.
Yep.
And he was our Todd Colburn, Oklahoma Farm Bureau of the game MVP last week for plays like that, including an interception. So the clock is stopped, 22 seconds to go. Nice play there. Of course, there was double coverage there too, but Clark went up and knocked that ball away.
Yeah.
And that's against number 7, Heim, who is a big 6'5" receiver. 6'5", 190 pounds.
Wow. Oh, they're kicking it.
Oh, they're going to practice their field goal. It's going to be a 33-yard attempt. They've got a good kicker, and now we're going to have a delay of game. So it's going to move them back another 5 yards. So if they're going to kick it still, it's going to be a 38-yard attempt. Delay of game moves it back, and now it's still fourth down and 9. Ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. Will be a 42-yard kick, 42-yard attempt by number 6 for the Broncos. Kick is blocked by the Savages. Savages go get it, and that's going to be the Savage ball. You know, whoever hit that first, and I think it was either Crush or somebody, it bounced right to him, and he could have.
Yeah.
He could have bolted right then, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. 13.9 seconds to go before halftime, 35-0. But, man, that was a opportunity because it was blocked, and it bounced right to, I think it was Crush. But if he could have gotten past that line, he could have outran everybody going the other way. It's hard to get a team turned around completely when you're going the other way.
Yes.
We're in the bottom of the 8th, and there's a run. We'll give you that update when we come back. But that should be the last play of the first half as the clock runs out. Broncos lead the Savages 35-0 as we thankfully get to halftime. And when we come back, we're going to have a talk with Coach Emma LaChapelle, the Tecumseh Savages, the Lady Savages head football coach. We'll give you an update on the softball game. When we come back, we're going to take a break for a couple of minutes. And we'll see when we get back. This is the Hub Network.
All right.
Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing. Grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome back to Bethany. 35-0, the Broncos over the Savages. Thankfully, we got to halftime without any more scoring. we're going to bring you our interview with Coach Emma LaChapelle, and we're going to get her hooked up here so I can hear her. And once we get to that point, we will talk. We know she's on the line, but I can't hear her yet. So we'll see. 35-0, and right now the Bethany High School is having a Ring of Honor tribute, and I guess it's their Hall of Fame athletics, and I don't know if it's just athletics or not, but they have a Ring of Honor, and that is what they're on the field doing right now. And also it must be pink out here in Bethany, because I see a lot of pink shirts and a couple of pink hats and things like that. And as soon as we're going to effort to get Coach LaChapelle, and as soon as we can get that done, we will talk to her. Coach, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, I can hear you fine now. Sorry,
Okay,
we just
good.
this is kind of a new thing for us to do this by phone. I usually have to have people come to the press box, but we started this a couple weeks ago, and I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem. Yeah, we want to talk about some volleyball, obviously, because you're the head coach for Tecumseh. And
Yeah.
you just completed a very successful season. I know you didn't end like you wanted it to. You ended in the regionals again, but just tell us about
Again.
your season.
We did. We had a very successful season. I think we ended up with 20 wins, which is the most that we've had um, in my 6 years here.
I'll be honest
So,
with you, that's the most I can remember in a long time.
right. Yeah. I mean, it it was successful in many ways than just, obviously wins. We count wins as success, but I think that um, the girls grew as a team more than they ever have. I think we all got closer than we normally have before. And when we talked at the beginning of the season, I told you we have the skill. This group had the skill, but what they didn't have was the family part. And so we spent a lot of time focusing on the family and the team mindset. And so I really think that that contributed to a lot of our success, because when we were down or when it did seem like we were going to lose, I don't know, it just felt like because we were more of a team and we were more of a family, that got us through maybe some more wins that people didn't necessarily think that we, deserved or that we were going to win. But because we kind of fought through those together. So I feel like that makes my heart happier. Like 20 wins, I'm like, yay, celebrating, super excited. But the teamwork and the way that I saw each one of my girls, especially my seniors, grow this year as players and young women, I think that's, in my eyes, I count that as way more successful than,
Well,
stats.
absolutely. And talked about some. I know you did something different this year. You went to Baylor, I believe, for a camp, and that was kind of a team building thing too, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So we always go to so normally we have what this program is called Gold Medal Squared, and they're this elite volleyball training. And they come every summer for 4 days, 8 to 5, and it's just skill, 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 skill. And we're together for a week and we're just exhausted. But we learn a lot skill wise. This year we decided, because we started this program when those girls were freshmen, like my seniors now were freshmen. So they technically had 3 entire years of this elite volleyball training. So this year we were like, you know what, let's do something different. So we took them down to Waco, to Baylor. We looked at the campus. We rented a house. So we did like an Airbnb type thing. And then we had 3 really intense days of camp. But every night we came back to the house and we made lists of team expectations and um, rules and guidelines. And I say me and my assistant Megan Laughlin wrote them down, but the girls came up with these team policies, is what they call them. And there ended up being about 9 team policies, and those were non-negotiable. Like if you wanted to be on the team, you had to do this team policy. And I asked the girls, I said, this is all great and wonderful, but what happens when someone doesn't follow the team policy? What happens when we break the rule? And they were like, well, let's come up with punishments as a team. And so they kind of laid their own foundation for their policies and their rules, as well as their punishments. So everyone knew from day one, this is what's expected, and we've made that choice. And this is what happens when we don't do what we're supposed to. And they kind of allowed each other to hold them accountable instead of it being solely on the coaching staff, which I really thoroughly enjoyed, because I didn't have to do a lot of that this year. It was like they kept each other in check, or they called each other out, or they picked each other up literally on the floor when someone was, down. They would go and pick them up and, shake it off, shake it off. And so they kind of did that. I mean, we started that, but I think that was something that was 100% helped us be successful, because we made everybody accountable for each other instead of just ourselves.
Well, and it obviously worked. And I think it's been proven that when teammates and teams hold each other accountable instead of just having the coaches be in charge of that, they become more successful. And I think it was very successful this year. And again, it's because, for me, being at the volleyball matches, it was just so exciting this year and so much fun to watch your team.
Yeah, it really was. I say that every year. I'm like, oh, I love this group and I'm sad, but this year really was. It was enjoyable. We had 7 senior players, and I mean, they just watching them grow from freshmen to seniors and just be leaders, and their personalities together are fun and they're energetic, and you can just tell that they love volleyball. And we've had more students. Shout out to, Tecumseh students. We had way more students than we've had in the past come to our games, like religiously come to the games, even away games. I would look up and we would have a student section, and I'm like, what is this? I mean, they would make signs, they would, wear themed outfits like they do for the football games. And so, it's just, I think that it wasn't just us that could feel the difference. I think it was the school and the students and the community. I feel like they really just, I mean, we even had, other people coming up to us, like um, other schools coming up to me saying, hey, man, this is your year. I really feel like this is your year. You guys are just, so good. Um, we can just really tell that you've grown the program. And I even had a sweet little girl from North Rock Creek after, they beat us, bless them, but they beat us at home, which was a super intense match. We went to 5 sets. The 5th set was 15-13. So, it was a wonderful game to watch. It was wonderful volleyball.
Yeah.
But I had a sweet player from North Rock Creek come up to me after and just give me a hug. And I was a little taken back. And she's like, man, what a coach, what you have done with these girls, and just hugged me again. And, I'm a very humble person. I don't take any credit for that. I really don't. I can kind of guide them, but, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. And so I've just kind of guided them, but really it's the girls who get the credit for making their season as successful as they have and working as hard as they have. But everyone know, I mean, I feel like everyone noticed. And so it was just a really fun season because of that, I think.
It was impossible not to notice, and let me tell you, the crowds were amazing. I haven't been to volleyball where it's been that many fans, and every time I went and was able to go, the student section was at least 2/3 of that south wall, the south side, and I've never seen that before. I've seen students, and but nothing as cohesive as that and as packed full, and you had a lot of fans, period, all the time. But there was something different, and I think there's no doubt about that. And I agree, all that stuff, not just 20 wins or whatever you had, but all the wins make a successful team. We all know that because wins and loss counts. But that's not the only thing, and I think you found whatever that magic was this year, and it may have been the senior class that you have, because if you have a strong senior class and they're going to take leadership position, that's going to make a difference. And anyway, I'm going to have to let you go because we're running out of time at halftime. And but I could talk some volleyball all. I really could. I love volleyball. And we're looking forward to next year because this one was so exciting. I'm sure you're going to build on that for next year.
Yes, we are super excited for next year. I'm a planner. We've already started planning. We've already started looking at, more team bonding, summer camps, and we're ready. We're ready for next season for sure.
I'm sure you are. This was exciting, and I'm looking forward to see what happens from this point on. All right, Coach, we're going to let you go, but I sure appreciate you taking our call and visiting with us, and we're going to take a break. But thanks to Coach Emma. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks to Coach Emma LaChapelle, who's been our guest, the Tecumseh head volleyball coach. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk about the first half and see what we need to do in the second half. 35-0, Broncos lead Savages. This is the Hub Network.
Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
Welcome back. We're at halftime at Bethany. The Broncos lead the Savages 35-0. It kind of got out of hand in the second quarter. We'll talk about that in just a little bit and see if we can make some changes for the Savages in the second half. But first thing I want to do is give my last update that I had from the Hall of Fame Stadium. The top of the ninth, the Savages went to the bottom of the eighth with the top of their order and didn't get anything out of it. The top of the ninth, 1-1 still. So they're in their second extra inning now, are the Savages and Cash. The Cash Lady Bulldogs, the Lady Savages and the Lady Bulldogs. Quite a battle there, and we know Serenity Jockaway is an awfully good pitcher, but Cash must have one too.
Right. Oh yeah. Like you said, it's the top 8 teams in the state.
Yeah, and
4A.
to get that way, to get to the state tournament, you have to have a good pitcher.
Yeah,
There's no doubt.
And you have to be pretty good. All these teams are.
The Lady Savages played in the championship game last year against Lone Grove, and both. We had a sophomore pitcher, and they had a freshman pitcher, and it was a pitcher's duel, and the Lady Savages, lost 4-3, I think, or something like that, in a really close game.
Right.
But
so that girl's playing this year.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
oh yeah. She was a freshman, so she's going to be there for a while.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's talk a little football. The first half, we're not going to spend a lot of time on that because there's not much to say, honestly. No. It just flat got out of hand for the Savages. They started making some mistakes. They had a turnover, and then a turnover on downs, and it just gave Bethany such good field position. And what was really sad about it is 21-0, and the Savages were driving, on a good drive, and then a couple of penalties.
Yep.
Couple of penalties, put them behind the sticks and stop that drive. And then one play later, Broncos go 55 yards.
Right.
And
they got to get that. I think sometimes the penalties get them down, even though it may just be a 5-yarder. Sometimes it depletes them. It seems like, and you just can't let that bother you. You got to say, we're going to overcome.
Yeah.
This is what we got to do. We got to overcome. We can get that back,
Well, the problem is with the Savages against a good team like this, they're not a big play team against them. And so they're going to get 4 or 5 yards, but if you're starting behind the sticks on second down, that's that much harder. And it also changes the way the defense plays against them.
Oh, yes.
They get more aggressive, when they're like that.
Oh, yeah. They'll take more chances that way. That's what they've done.
Right.
So
35-0. The Savages are down, and I guess what would be your goals? I mean, you don't want to tell them, hey, we're not going to win this game. Let's go do what we can. But we know we're not coming back from 35-0 down from what we've seen.
Right.
What would you be your goals for this team in the second half?
Well, depending. Well, it's really it's going to depend a little bit on Bethany, what they're going to do with their lineup, because as a head coach, you don't want any of your top your starters hurt, going through this, and so I think we'll see in this third quarter. I think the quarterback will still play, running backs, and I think probably about halfway through the third quarter, the starters will be gone.
I think they'll get one series.
Yeah.
I really do, because honestly, Bethany is in this thing, district.
Oh yes,
and going to deep in playoffs, they don't want to take a chance getting, anybody hurt.
Anybody hurt, right?
And I think
because it just takes one player, really. It's a big difference.
It can make a big difference.
Yeah.
And they don't want to. And it would be ludicrous if they went more than one series, I think. And
well, it's just like some of our players that tonight we showed up hurt.
Yeah.
And
they're banged up.
Oh yeah.
They're banged up. It's not as bad as it has before when we've started the district with Tuttle and Blanchard and
yes.
But
and
they're beat up.
Yeah.
Because Hera, we won that game, but they beat us up pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
And Newcastle the week before, and or the 2 weeks before, and Classen. They had a lot of injuries at Classen, and so they're beat up. Well, that's the halftime show. The Gilbert Insurance Agency and Tecumseh Tag Agency. I'm going to say that one more time. Gilbert Insurance and Tecumseh Tag Agency halftime show. That's going to do it. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff. 35-0. The Savages need to get something on the board. This is the Hub Network.
Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
A little off. Big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Savages trail 35-0 at halftime. The good news is Savages get the ball, start the second half. But I do have another update from the Hall of Fame Stadium. Another update that didn't change, but they're in the top of the 10th now.
Oh, wow.
Still 1-1. And the Savages are in the bottom half of the innings, which is good in a situation like this.
Yes.
Maybe next time we get an update, we'll have a walk-off. But that game has lasted as long as the football game. Actually, a little old. That game started at 6:25. We started at 7 here, and it's still going. That game may last longer than the football game. Set to kick for the Broncos is number 6. Oh, gosh, I can't see that. Ruslan Calderon. He kicks it deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for the Savages. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's a pretty good boot there. Landed about a yard inside the end zone. Savages will start 1st and 10 from the 20. And, Denny, this is one of those times where it's just hard to get these guys up for a second half when you're down by 35.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, you just gotta keep on playing. I mean, that's it's two halves, and so.
Well, and that's what I think I would want to tell them. We want to win this half.
Yes.
Win this half.
Yep.
Go win this half. It's the small things that can propel you for the rest of the season. There's a snap taken by Connor Barksdale, and he's going to pick up a first down, 10-yard gain for Barksdale over the left side. Again, they're going back to that left side, which they had found something earlier, and maybe they're going to go back to that and see if it's still there.
That's some of their bread and butter. Hey, we've got Blanchard is beating Classen 42-0.
That first quarter?
No, I think it's halftime. It's halftime, yeah.
Chaffin takes the direct snap. He goes to the right, bounces out to the left, and he's going to pick up 2 yards, it looks like. Maybe 2 yards after
let's see.
to the left.
Huddle's beaten Bridge Creek in the third quarter, 35-3.
A field goal. Bridge Creek kicked a field goal.
Yes, they did.
I think they decided, I don't want to be shut out.
That's right.
We're going to get some points on the board.
And I guess, like you said, Hera and Newcastle will play tomorrow night.
Frazier looks like he's going to take the direct snap. He gets up Frazier, and I think it may be from his wrestling background, he always falls forward. He turns his body and always falls forward. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Savages after a 3-yard gain. Another thing, I guarantee the biggest thing for the Savages, their biggest goal is to run that clock.
Right.
In the second half. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Pistol formation. I think that's Holland Barnes. It is. Rolls to his right. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. That's a loss. Oh, that's not even a good spot.
No, it's not.
That's where he threw him down at. It should have been about 2 yards in front of there. Barnes is a pretty good passer, but you got to make one man miss.
Yes, yeah.
You got to make one man miss. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Savages. 9:46 and the clock is running. Chaffin set to punt. 2 safeties back for the Broncos. And let me tell you about we'll get back to that. Chaffin Directional kicks, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. No return for the Broncos. But while we're just talking about things, which we'll be doing a lot of in the second half, you know, I'm a helmet guy. I wished I had a helmet collection.
Right.
And one of my favorites of all time, besides the Dallas Cowboys star,
yes,
is the Colts, the Baltimore Colts, the Indianapolis Colts. Their helmet of that horseshoe. I just have always, it's simple. I've just always really liked that. And so that's what the Bethany Broncos, of course, have.
Right.
And it's a cool looking helmet. They do have the starting quarterback in. Handoff over the right side. And we're going to have a pickup of about 2 yards.
Well, about your Bronco helmet,
yeah.
I wasn't much of a fan because I remember when Dallas got beat by.
Oh, I remember like 1970, 69, 70, something like that.
It's
when
like 70.
16 to 13 on field goal.
Yeah.
I remember that really well, but I still like that helmet. It's
the defensive tackle in that game, one of them was Bob Lilly, and the other one was Larry Cole. I met Larry Cole down in Dallas and asked him, I said, hey, did he really actually throw that helmet that far? He goes, you better believe it. He did. He goes, he was mad. He's probably the best player ever to play for Dallas Cowboys.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Bob Lilly? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bob Lilly. I thought you were talking about Larry Cole.
No.
Larry Cole was
good. Larry Cole was good, too, though. He played for a long time.
Bottom of the 10th. Savages go to work 1-1. 3rd down and 4 for the Broncos. Still have their starting offense in, which we kind of expected in the first drive. See if the Savages defense can get a stop here. Quarterback straight back to pass. Now he's going to keep it, and he's going to be right down as we're going to have a face mask. And instead of having a stop on 4th down at the 45, we're going to have a face mask. And either way, whether it's a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder, it'll be a first down for the Broncos. See, that's just another one of those things, and that's not a mental error. That's just you're hustling, trying to make a tackle, and you reach out.
That's why if you're always grabbing for their jerseys and all instead of running through them, get there and go through them.
It's a 5-yard face mask, so that's going to be they are about 3 yards from a first down, so that will give them. Wait a minute, that's against the Broncos. Now, what in the world?
What is going on?
There was no penalty marked off, though. I don't really understand that. 3rd down and 6. We're back. We're playing it over.
Okay, he went. Why'd you let? Oh.
Well, he had the first down, then went back behind the sticks, but the Savages couldn't take him down, and so it's going to be a first down for the Broncos. I still don't understand what happened. I understand it was a face mask, but I don't understand what happened on the administration of that face mask.
Right.
Because if it was against the Broncos, that should have gone way back further than 5 yards. It should have gone back about another 3 yards from what I saw.
Wow.
But that's over now. We're in the bottom of the 10th at Hall of Fame Stadium. Lady Savages at bat, still 1-1. Quarterback straight back to pass, going to throw it to number 7.
Get up her.
And they do gather and get him this time.
Too long. Yeah, that took too long.
Well, and we were fortunate. Keegan Plumley made that tackle. We were fortunate that it was thrown low, so he couldn't catch it in stride.
Right.
7:22 to go on the clock. 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard gain. The stick is okay. That's right. 2nd down and 9.
The stick
is in the right place. And that
one
is
down.
Low, and he's going to call it. Well, that one definitely didn't catch that one. It bounced back out.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9. I've heard so much about number 7. Even the radio people up here for Bethany,
right?
That were talking about him and talking about how, it doesn't seem like now maybe because
that's him.
Noah Tapp.
Is he that tall? Oh,
Well, it says 6'5" on the roster.
wow. Okay.
But, rosters can be.
Oh, yes, they can.
They could stretch it a little bit.
We know that.
Savages look like they're going to bring somebody, and they do. Quarterback gets it off, but it hits the ground again. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9. It was intended for Heim again. And, that time they tried 3 straight times to get it to him.
Right.
Looks like the Broncos are going to punt. If this was a close game, they would probably go for it at this point. But there's no reason to do that. I'm assuming they're going to punt it.
Right. I would.
But, they've already faked 1 punt. I don't think they're going to do that at this point.
Right.
But number 14, Calderon.
They just don't want to jump off sides.
This is another Calderon. He's the punter. The other one was the kicker.
Whistle blown dead.
It was going to be a good punt, wasn't it?
Yep.
Looks like the kickers are both Calderons. That's an illegal procedure against the Broncos. Number 6 is Ruslan Calderon. He's the place kicker. And number 14 is Colton Calderon. He is the punter.
I bet they're both.
You think they're both
soccer players?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably so.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the kickoff last time.
I mean that's what they do.
Right.
I mean that's what they do.
Get the punt off this time. It's going to be taken. The ball is loose. Savages fall on it finally. Wow. That was tough. Parker Williams it was a little bit short, and he went up for it. And falling on it was, I think that was Crush, Marquand Crush, that got back there and fell on it. Good hustle by Crush. Denny, I know it's early it's about halfway through the third quarter, but we'll have to start writing down some names.
Yes, we are.
About some MVPs of the game, and these are a little bit tougher.
Yes,
these are a little bit tougher to decide.
Yes.
Now we've named, and we don't see all the stats, before we name, but the name I've called a lot tonight was Keegan Plumlee, and I'm going to throw his out there for now.
Yep.
Got a lot of time for that change. There's a pass behind the line of scrimmage to Chaffin, I believe, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Almost like they drug him down by his jersey.
Was it high or low?
Looks like it was, I don't know, middle of his back. But
yeah, that's not, it's got to be up closer to the shoulders.
To the collar.
Yeah, to the collar.
Yeah.
In the NFL, it doesn't have to be inside the collar, but if it's up high, close to the collar, it's a penalty. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd down and 7. Crush hands off. Some running room up the middle. It looks like Frazier on the
going, baby.
He's still going. He's got the 1st down and more. How in the world did he come out of that? Wow. Jace Frazier. All the way to the 31-yard line for a 1st down. I thought he was.
He's a tough kid. He really
is a very tough kid. He was, and honestly,
we're going to be missing these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be missing them.
Yeah. 1st down and 10 for the Savages. All right, hang on. After this play, I've got an exciting update for you. Handoff over the left side, another 4-yard carry.
Almost thought the ball was out there.
That's Frazier. That's a 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard.
You just ruined it. You can't say that.
What?
You can't say exciting.
Why can't I?
You just can't.
Why not? All right, the bottom of the 10th. Lady Savages get a walk-off, 2-1, and they will play at 1:30 tomorrow against Miami. Miami on field 3.
Wow.
So they walk off. The Savages have had really good luck. I guess it's not luck, but they've done a good job of winning those tight games this year. They've had a lot of walk-offs. That's a nice job by Crush, getting outside and getting to the sideline.
Yep.
That's what you got to do. You can't just dilly-dally out there.
No, you got to go.
You got to hit it and
This
hit it.
is football, people.
You got to
hit it, run fast.
And I'll be honest with you, Crush has played about as good as anybody tonight.
I think he has, too.
He really has.
I think he has, too.
And so we're going to have to throw his name out there, too, for the MVP of the game.
Yep.
Right now, you can throw some others in there, but I've got Keegan Plumlee, Crush and Jace Frazier.
Yeah,
those are
that's who I've got. Yep.
Three top right now. Crush hands off over the right side to Frazier, and Frazier. See how he always slides and falls forward.
Yeah.
He always slides out of the tackle and falls forward. That's a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down and 5 for the Savages. And you know what I like about this team? Because they don't stop. It's 35-0, and you saw him hop
That's what you have to
off
do.
the ground and go get that play.
Had this team last year?
I agree. We
I'm
had a little. They let their dauber stay in the dirt.
Yeah,
that should be a penalty over here.
Yeah, he got it.
Garrett Chaffin runs to the 4-yard. That's going to be a little bit short of the first down, but this 5-yard penalty for illegal substitution should be a first down.
Well,
I don't know. That marker's not quite to the 50, so it may be a little sharp, but you get another down.
It's
so
pretty close, though, I'm telling you.
It's pretty close.
It is really
They need
close.
to take this penalty, though, and get the extra down.
Yeah.
Take the penalty and get the extra down. Take the penalty and get the extra down.
Yes, it's
Come on, coaches. Take the penalty, get the extra down. First of all, the play will gain 4. This will gain 5.
Yeah, they're going to take it.
Illegal substitution. No, they're declining it. No. It's still going to be 3rd down, but it could be 2nd down and 1 instead of 3rd and 1. They're going over to talk about it. I think the coaches maybe didn't say that.
Right.
I think they said we want to take that penalty. You want the down. You want the extra down.
Right.
Well, they're going to look at it and see if it's first down now or not. Yeah, I think the 3rd down marker was moved back because he moved it before the penalty was administrated. They still need to take the down. Take the down. No. It should be 2nd and 1 instead of 3rd and 1. Or 2nd and even closer to 1. High snap over the left side. And Chaffin slips, but he's going to get the first down. But I just don't understand why you don't take that extra down. I really don't. And, of course, there could be some confusion with the officials,
Right,
communicating.
exactly, yes.
And I think the Savages thought that they were closer to a first down anyway, but they do get it. 3:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 45-yard line in Bronco territory.
We moved.
No flag on the play. There is a flag. He finally threw it. Maybe he couldn't find it a while ago.
It may have stuffed down too low.
It may have. Sometimes you can lose those.
Sometimes you do.
You lose those. We're going to see what the flag is. There's basically a 1-yard gain.
What was the flag?
It's going to be against the Savages. Okay, it should be a 5-yard penalty from the stick, and they got it pretty close to right. I think they moved it back a half a yard too much.
Well, he moved it just right back up.
Crush hands.
Yeah,
they loaded up on that one.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to load up on that run. That's a loss back to across the 50-yard line.
That's all it takes right there.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, and again, you get behind the stakes. You have a 1st and 10, and you have somebody move, and it.
Well, it's just like a while ago with the penalty, for Bethany. They're going to make it harder than what it was.
Yeah. 2nd down and about 16 for the Savages. Looks like Barnes in at quarterback. Hands off to Sean Hill, and he gets up inside and gains maybe 3 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Savages. See, you get behind the stakes, and it's just almost impossible for the Savages to make up.
Yep, it is.
The good news is, besides the Lady Savages winning in a walk-off in 10 innings, is we're running this clock pretty fast in this 3rd quarter. Barnes
come on, there you go.
Right, And it's caught. Is he out of bounds? I think he was out of bounds. Parker Williams caught the ball. It was going to be right. It was going to be a 4-yard gain anyway.
Right.
So it's 4th down and 14 for the Savages. You're not going to, it's 4th and 14. You might have to, it was 3rd and 14. Maybe if you got 5 yards, then it gets a little closer to being manageable on 4th down. Savage is going to keep the offense in. Holland Barnes in at quarterback. 2 wide receivers to each side for the Savages. Barnes straight back to pass. Has time. Now he's under pressure. Now he rolls to his left, and he's going to be tackled again. I told you I hated him being on a called play rolling to his left. Don't roll to your left on your own either. So it's not only a turnover and downs, it's about 10 yards less than they had. Ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line as the Broncos will take over with 33 seconds left in the third quarter. We're going to hold it here, and we'll take a break at the end of the quarter. Feels like I've been talking for a long time. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, and they do have their second-team quarterback in there, but you know who that is? That's Heim. Taylor Heim, he's in there as the second-team quarterback. Spread formation. Now man moves into the backfield. Heim throws it out into the flat, and he threw it. There may have been some miscommunication. May have been the receiver may have been expected to run an out, and he ran in. It's hard to tell what happened on that one, but
what a good throw.
I tell you what, if our defender would have been a little bit closer, could have had a pick 6.
Yeah, but when you're 10 yards off the ball.
You're defending the way the wide receiver's going. There's a handoff to the left side. One of the, that's number 21. That's Jaden Gilliand. Picks up 6 yards. We'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Goes out of bounds, stops the clock. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Third and 4 for the Broncos. Heim in there at quarterback. Spread formation, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Heim throws it out into the flat, wide open, and he drops the ball. Boy, oh boy. He just flat out dropped that one. It hit him in the gut. I mean, that was right on the numbers.
Yes.
Those are hard to take when you drop those. Number 28, Devontae Moulton. I think this is a lot of second-teamers out there running the skill positions. They still got number 7 in it, quarterback. I think they're just going to get him some practice throwing the ball. Spread formation again. Boy, had him. We had a blitz on, and he went to the left.
Short, though.
And he is short, so that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Savages. Nice job.
For the Savages?
Nice job by the Savages.
Yes, they're okay.
It'd be 1st down for the Savages. It's turnover on downs by the Savages. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Third quarter, this quarter has gone pretty fast, but the last minute has slowed down considerably. Savage offense back on the field. And, the Broncos still have a bunch of their first-teamers back. They got both quarterbacks out there on defense.
I mean, they've got their numbers.
Yeah, they got more than their numbers. And the officials are starting to run a clock because that clock started before the snap. Crush gets up to the 40-yard line, 8-yard catch, and that is going to be the end of the not yet.
No, not yet.
It's under a minute now.
Yep.
2nd down and 2 after an 8-yard gain by Crush. Crush is kind of climbing the ladder in my MVP tonight.
Yeah, mine too.
Because of both sides. Because of both sides of the ball.
Yep.
First down by Chaffin. Chaffin has some running room, gets outside, gets to the 45, has some room, and he's going to be run out of bounds at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line is where they're going to mark it. Nice run by Chaffin.
Yep.
You know, he just made the right cuts.
Yes, he did.
Just made the right cuts. Goes out of bounds, 23.6 seconds to go.
It reminds me of myself just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You know, my memory's fading now. My memory's fading.
You remember some of those games?
My memory's fading. You know.
Hey,
you know what? The good thing about that, we can remember whatever we want to.
That's right. We got evidence.
We do have some evidence of a couple of those.
Hey, we do have to get those.
Yeah, we got to get those highlights done.
Yeah.
Frazier takes the ball up the middle.
Frazier.
Meets about three of them head on and just pushes
that
through.
Kid.
I do too. I do too.
I remember him as kid. I remember him as
kid. 35-0 with 10 seconds to go, and that should be the last play of the third quarter. We're going to take it to the fourth quarter. 35-0 Broncos lead, but the Savages are threatening now. This is the Hub Network.
You asking what the score was?
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
The Farm Bureau Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency. Most valuable player football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter plays. Savages are on the move, trailing 35-0. Second down and 2 from the 17-yard line in Bethany territory. Crush keeps it.
There you go.
Goes to the left side, makes a couple of cuts. He's going to be just short. As a matter of fact, I think he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. It'll bring up third down and 1. Just too much traffic back there, too. It did a good job getting it back to the line of scrimmage. Savages really need to score here.
Yep.
Start of the second quarter. Looks like Chaffin taking the snap. He has a man wide open, and it's knocked out. He just didn't throw it deep enough.
Didn't throw it hard enough,
The receiver had to stop and wait on it. I think that was Sean Hill. And it just gave the defender enough time to come knock it out of his hands.
Yep.
Wow, he was wide open. All you got to do, actually, that wasn't Sean Hill. That was one of our tight ends, I think. Chaffin keeps it, and he's going to get a first down.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a perfect play call.
Oh, that's
would have scored.
Yep.
Would have scored, and that pass was intended for number 18, Caden Prado. And he just
he's like, come on, get here.
He had to turn around, to catch it, and it gave enough time for the Bethany player just knock it out of his hands.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Savages, just outside the 15-yard line. Crush directing traffic. Plenty of time on the play clock. Crush gets it, hands it off up the middle to Chaffin. Chaffin has some room, big hole inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's a gain of about 7 yards. Now they're going to spot it at the 10, so it's a gain of 6. Second down and 4 for the Savages. Crush brings the play in, but he's going to line up at receiver. Chaffin will take the direct snap. Actually, it's Barksdale takes the direct snap and gets up inside the hole. He's going to be short of the first down. We'll bring up third down and a long 2, short 3.
Oh, here comes our big boys.
Yep, they are some big boys, too. I mean, those dudes are lumbering. That's the actual definition of lumbering out on the field.
And then you see the freshman coming out there, old Dominic.
Right. Oh, Dom. He's a big old freshman.
Yes, he is.
Chaffin takes the direct snap, goes right, cuts up inside, gets hit hard. You know what? That was a little extra on that. Watch this. Watch this. He gets hit, stood up, goes back, and then he puts his head down on top of his helmet. That's got to be a penalty.
Yeah, it does.
That's got to be a penalty. I mean, it's unnecessary roughness. He was standing over him and went down with his helmet. It is a first down, first and goal for the Savages at the 4-yard line. And then he stood over him.
Yeah.
So
you
can't let him get away with that.
You can't allow that.
Tecumseh seems to never get away with that.
No, we don't.
Barksdale, is that Barksdale?
Don't go backwards.
That was Jace. No, that was Barksdale.
Don't go. Just if it's a bad
north and
snap,
south.
keep
North
going.
and south.
Yeah, you
north
can't
and
go
south.
backwards.
North and south. Lost back to the 6-yard line. Brings up second and goal from the 6 for the Savages. Savages really need this.
Yeah, just to score. Yeah,
gain some momentum for next week. Of course, we haven't talked about this yet, but we go to Tuttle next week.
Right.
A team that beat this team by 6 points in a good game. Crush in there at quarterback. Hands off over the left side. Frazier goes to the corner, and he gets down to the 2-yard line, looks like. Frazier that time showed a little bit of speed getting to the corner.
Well, see, that freshman Dom right there, he's about 250 right now.
He's a big boy.
Well, he gonna lose some weight because he can run the ball, and he can.
He ran the ball earlier this year.
He can put him up,
and he can actually run.
Yeah. Yes, he can. There's no doubt about it. He can run.
He's up next to the center now, Chaffin. Third and goal from the 2, and we have a flag. Oh, it's going to be against Bethany, so we'll get a yard on this one.
Yep.
Bethany was lined up in the neutral zone, so it'll be a yard penalty, and it'll be third and goal from the 1. They do move the ball down to the 1-yard line. Same formation. Chaffin going to take the direct snap. He goes over the right side. He's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped right there.
It wasn't a good snap.
Well, it wasn't a good snap. It was a little high, so that messes up the timing.
Yeah, it does.
And there's somebody probably missed the block right there in the hole.
Yeah.
It's going to be fourth and goal. Ball spotted in between the 1 and the 2. Maybe he lost a yard on that one. Chaffin throws it into the end zone, and it's
knocked away.
Overthrown, or
he knocked it away. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
No, it's just overthrown, I think. I think it's just overthrown. You know, if he'd waited just a little bit longer, he would have had a wide open receiver. Well, that's a shame. Savages make it down to the 2-yard line and turn it over on downs. That is a real shame. Had it a third and goal from the 1 and couldn't get it in. 7:09 to go in the fourth quarter. That's just I hate that.
Yeah.
Quarterback under center for the
get a safety, baby.
Yeah, let's get a safety. Let's score. Let's get a safety and have them punt to us and get another score. Quarterback's just going to keep it over the left side, and he gets all the way out to the 8-yard line. And that's still their second-team quarterback, who is the best athlete on the field, number 7, Heim.
Yeah.
6:51 to go, 35-0. The good news is there's been no scoring by Bethany either in the second half.
Right.
But the Savages really need to get on the board.
They still got their starters in back there, though.
Well, they do on
Tailbacks,
offense.
yeah.
They really
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
It was a nice stop by the Savages.
Very good stop.
That was Maddox Anderson and trying to who the other defender was. Also, Crush was right there.
Yep.
Crush was right there. That was one of the big boys up front that made that stop along with Anderson. Oh, it's Dom Frizzell.
Dom, that's my boy
Dom
right
Frizzell.
there. Had him since first grade.
Braxton Meyer was the other player there. Quarterback's going to keep it around the right side. He's just going to get some blocking enough for get a first down at the 15-yard line, and we have a Savage player slow to get
So
up.
yeah, I think he just hit the ground too hard.
Now, that's Wyatt England. We haven't talked about him much. He just came back this week.
Oh, I didn't know he came back.
Yeah, he came back. I don't know how much he's played tonight.
I don't think not very much. I think he's still.
See, he's a little gimpy still.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a little gimpy still. Looks like fourth quarter, 5:42 to go in the ball game. Looks like we got a camera that just operates itself. Randy's over there just letting it operate itself.
Yeah.
I don't know, is that remote control? You have remote control on that, Randy?
Well,
First and 10 for
as we're looking at the moon.
Run over the right side. You know, the Broncos would just like to run this clock out. And that's what they're doing. Literally, is trying to run the clock out.
And you know these guys really are pretty classy. Now
they are.
Last week, not so much. You know.
Not last week. Oh, you talking about? I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, this is just it's just a purely a good team.
They're good.
Very good team. Very talented team.
I think they got a lot. I think they got a lot of boys to choose from.
This could be another one of those years where this is. You're right. This could be one of those years that the District 4A2 has a whole bunch of.
Quit tackling up high.
Uh-oh. Sean Hill's going to try to run him down, and he does. Thank goodness Sean Hill is very fast and runs him down from behind at the 15-yard line. And, you know, Crush almost had him and just fell off. I know. Up close to the line of scrimmage, people grabbing at him.
Yeah, just.
They're going to mark that at the 17-yard line. It's obviously a first down. But thanks to Sean Hill for stopping that touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, he put the Jets on.
He put it in high gear that time, and he caught up with him very fast.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take him long.
I just love to see Sean Hill get loose a little bit.
Yeah.
They're watching the clock now. They're going to snap it at the 1 yard, at the 1 second. That ball hit the ground. They're saying it was caught. They're saying it was
caught. He didn't even he was behind it. He couldn't see it. That's where your umpire comes in.
I don't know. It looks like it hit the ground, but they're saying it was caught, and I guess we have to agree with that. Second down and 7. 3-yard gain on that pass. Broncos doing their best to run the clock out.
Right.
They're getting down to 1 second on the play clock. It's Heim, who is probably the best.
Oh, come on. That's a hold.
We got it called. We got it called that time. Instead of a touchdown, we're going to have a 10-yard penalty against Broncos. Look at that replay, and there's no doubt that was a hold. He reached in and grabbed it.
He was like this.
He was like that until he pulled away, and then you could see him pulling the jersey. There'd be a 10-yard penalty, so saved the touchdown again, this time by the penalty, 3:10 to go in the second quarter. Want to remind everybody that next week we're going to be at Tuttle. It'll be back on Friday night.
And we may be in the stands, too.
We will definitely probably be in the stands, so...
I'll take our own scissor lift.
Oh, I'm trying to open your
Thank
your
you.
phone. I'm trying to open your phone. No wonder my password didn't work. Quarterback throws it into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. That's a 17-yard touchdown. And I couldn't see who caught that, but I know who threw it. Heim threw it. And so Bethany gets on the board for the first time in the second half in the fourth quarter with 2:47 to go. A 17-yard touchdown pass. Pending the extra point. 2:47 to go, and the kick is up, and it's no good. 41-0. We go and take a break. 2:47 to go in the ball game. This is the Hub Network.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Welcome to Immediate Care of Oklahoma. Come visit us at our Tecumseh Clinic located at 502 North Broadway. At Immediate Care, we meet people where they're at to provide compassionate and efficient care in an honest and respectful manner. We offer a wide range of services including x-rays, physicals, drug screens, occupational medicine, flu, strep, and COVID testing, and much more. Book an appointment online at immediatecareok.com. Come see us so we can get you better, faster.
What? Oh, I gotta go down.
Welcome back to Bethany. Bethany scored again, 41-0. The first time they scored in the second half. Denny's going to have to go down to the field and talk to a probably pretty unhappy Coach Bullock. The one thing he can be happy about is the way his team has responded in the second half. I know the Broncos weren't in high speed offense, but the Savages played hard in the second half. They haven't scored, 2:47 to go. Maybe they'll get a score. There's a deep onside kick, and nobody's there for the Savages. And going back to get it for the Savages is number 9. I believe that is Cason Pine. Cason Pine very smartly goes back and covers that ball. I think that's who that is. His jersey is rolled up a little bit. But 2:47 to go, and there was absolutely nobody in that area. Good job by the Savages going back and covering that. Have the ball 31-yard line. And again, Denny will go down and we will talk to Denny, and he'll get a word with Coach Bullock after this game. It's a tough loss, and it's not been a good one, but I think we're going to agree. We will confirm this with Denny when we have him on the line. But we've been talking about the MVP of the game. That's a 2-yard gain, 1-yard gain by the Savages. We're going to talk about this. Our nominations basically for the MVP of the game, the Todd Colburn Oklahoma Farm Bureau MVP of the game was Marquand Crush, Keegan Plumley, and Jace Frazier. And I think we will narrow that down and name that MVP of the game at the end of the game. Colin Barnes in there at quarterback, throws it, and it's caught at the 36-yard line. Nice pass and an even better catch. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. Nice catch by the Savages, and I believe that was well, I can't see that number, but it's a great catch. Barnes back to pass, throws it deep again down the same side, and almost caught again. But nice job going up there to try to get that. And I'm trying to find out who that is. Tap him. Trying to. Who was that? It was Darian Clark on that catch. And I think it was intended for him the next time. 2nd down and 10. Barnes in there at quarterback. Looks like Sean Hill in at halfback. Throw to the flat to the left, and it's incomplete. Parker Williams was the intended receiver. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. 1:40 to go in the ball game. After the final seconds tick off, we will take a break, and when we come back, we will have an interview with Coach Bullock. Hopefully, Denny can round him up and get him started. I don't think Coach Bullock is going to be too upset. He's not going to be happy, obviously. You're never happy after a big loss like this in a big district game, but I think he's got to be happy with the second half for his Savages. Barnes back to pass, going to throw it deep, and it's broken up. It was intended for Sean Hill. Sean Hill thought he was interfered with, but I think that was probably a decent no call. The defender may have been there a little bit early, but honestly, this late in the game, I don't think an official is going to throw that flag. 1:34 to go and the clock is stopped. 4th down and 10 for the Savages. Barnes has been throwing it deep, and we'll see what they do on 4th and 10. Barnes still in there at quarterback. 2 wide receivers to the near side. 1 wide receiver to the far side. Barnes straight back to pass, under some pressure, and he gets away from some pressure, and he throws it to a man wide open, but it's going to be out of bounds. He was rolling to his left. That was Parker Williams, and, man, he would have had a touchdown if he could have thrown it inside just a little bit. But it's tough when you're rolling to your left and throw across your body, and that was what Barnes was doing. If he could have stopped just for half a second and set his feet, we would have had a touchdown at that point. But as it is, the ball goes over on downs. We have a Savage player down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos, but we have trainers. We have trainers on the field, so we're going to take a break and see what that injury is. This is the Hub Network.
Insurance, Todd Colburn Agency, Most Valuable Player Football. Catch it all on the Hub Network Tecumseh Facebook page.
Little office with a big welcome. Come see us.
Cowboys Plumbing, the Hub Network Tecumseh scoreboard sponsor. Cowboys Plumbing, grabbing plumbing by the horns.
Now, Cowboys have a particular way of doing things. They take pride in their work. They strive for perfection. Cowboys know that a man is only as good as the work he performs. Now, we may not show up on a horse, but we'll take your plumbing by the horns. Cowboys Plumbing.
Back, Broncos have all substitutes in there now on their offense. Run for no gain brings up 2nd down 10. A couple of more plays and we can get this one over. We want to remind everybody that the Lady Savages over at the Hall of Fame Stadium, they beat Cash 2-1 in the bottom of the 10th inning. A walk-off win for the Lady Savages. They will play at 1:30 tomorrow against Miami. Miami beat Bristow today, and so the semifinals, the Lady Savages go to the semifinals with a 2-1 win over Cache. So tomorrow at 1:30 at Hall of Fame Stadium, Broncos are going to take a knee at this point, and that should be the last play of the game with the 40-second clock. So that is going to be the final play of the game. Denny is down there on the Tecumseh sideline, and he's going to get ready to talk to Coach Bullock. Of course, that takes a few seconds to talk to Bullock because he talks to his players and he does some other things. But Denny gets in there as quick as he can to talk to Coach Bullock. It is over, and we're going to take a quick break. 41-0 is the final. The Savages lose. This is the Hub Network. Anytime. Welcome back. Bethany beats the Savages 41-0. It was a tough game. Savages trailed by 35-0 at halftime. As soon as Coach Bullock gets done with his players, and look like he's going to do that right now. So we're going to get not Randy. We're going to get Denny on the phone. Randy could be down there interviewing. And we'll see if we can just figure it up right. It's and I think as soon as he answers, I think we can get it. I think he's answered. I just can't quite hear him yet. We'll see if we can get that going. He's with Bullock right now. Coach, Denny, Denny, are you there? Denny, are you there? Trying to make that connection. Coach Bullock is standing there with the phone. I don't see any sign that they can hear us at this point. No. Try. We'll try one more time. They're waiting. Okay, we're going to apologize and that we're not being able to connect with the Denny down on the field. He'll probably have some words of wisdom for us. He's walking off the field with Coach Bullock right now. But that is going to do it for Bethany. From Bethany, Savages lose 41-0. They drop to 2-2 in the district and 4-3 overall. Meant to mention earlier, the player that was being helped off the field was Sean Hill. He was being helped off with a couple of trainers, and so hopefully he's not injured too bad. The Bethany Broncos had, they were just in control the whole game. They led 35-0 at halftime, scored another touchdown late in the fourth quarter to make it 41-0 with a missed extra point. Savages got down close and down to the 1 yard line at one point and couldn't get it in, and they lose 41-0. Savages going to have to find a way to win a game against one of these big boys in the district to stay in the race for the playoffs. Savages will go to Tuttle next week, on the road again to Tuttle, and that's no easy place to play. But that is going to do it for the Savages and for the Hub Network here from Bethany. We didn't talk about this earlier, but we got Joe back here with us producing tonight, and happy to have him here on a Thursday night. A little bit different to have fall break nights, and you have one of those a year, but this one seemed to come a little.
It was.
But Joe
jumped in here, Danny. But
okay,
it was good to be here tonight. I'm glad to get out and be back here down here in Tecumseh, and I've missed being here, and I'm glad to see you. First time I've gotten to see you all year. So.
That's true. We haven't actually laid eyes on each other all year, and it was good to see Joe tonight, and appreciate him coming and getting the producing done. And we appreciate that. Did a good job tonight, and it was a good broadcast, but just wasn't a great game. And because Randy Gray for running the camera and keeping the pictures on, and for my buddy in the booth, Denny Burks, I'm Danny Chambers saying good night from Bethany. This is the Hub Network.